Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about why I stopped taking Wellbutrin. I recently got prescribed Wellbutrin. Actually I was prescribed Wellbutrin last year, but your girl, I was too scared to take it because of the side effects that you could get. One of them is seizures. If you've had seizures before, or especially if you use alcohol, if you use alcohol and you take this, and it's gonna increase the risk of seizures. It took me a whole year to get on this medicine, to get myself on this Wellbutrin, because I was very scared. Fast forward, I go back to my psychiatrist this year, last month. I've been taking it for 3 weeks. The first week I took Wellbutrin, I felt tired, fatigued. Then when I went back to my psychiatrist and told him how I was feeling, and he told me that you're not supposed to be feeling, tired. It did help me with depression. I would say that it did help me with that. I noticed that the first week when I took the Wellbutrin with depression, it helped with I had my thoughts were clear. I didn't have any thoughts like before taking Wellbutrin. My mind was all over the place. My thoughts were racing. But once I took Wellbutrin, my mind went silent. Nothing up here. Anyways, that was week 1. I felt tired, but it did help me with depression, and my mind was cleared. No thoughts. And it helped me with negative thoughts as well. They're one of the positive sides of it, right? But then, okay, second week, I noticed that it was getting hard for me to fall asleep. So I didn't really feel sleepy at night. I was taking it at 12 p.m., which is not recommended. You have to take it in the morning. Maybe that's why I also was not sleeping well. But then the third week I started taking it early in the morning, say 8 or 7 a.m. One of the negative side effects that I think I of taking the Wellbutrin, I can feel my head. I don't know if I'm thinking of it too much about it. My head feels a little pressured. It's really weird because it feels like my mind is being controlled in a way, but I think that's just probably me. I shouldn't. It's probably just me though. It made me feel tired, and I would keep waking up at night. So look on my eye bags, gotten really bad. Very thirsty too. Very, very thirsty. The other day, I was still taking the medicine. I went to the store. I got so thirsty, very thirsty, to the point where I felt like I was gonna faint. I never felt like that before. Maybe when I run, but out of nowhere, at the store, I felt just so thirsty. The third week, that's whenever that I kept waking up at night, and I got very thirsty to the point where it's just it was too much for me. That's what I experienced. The positives and the negative side effects, they're kind of equal, so it was kind of hard for me to choose to keep taking it or not take it anymore. But if I'm being honest, Wellbutrin is supposedly not to treat ADHD. Oh, at least that's what my psychiatrist told me. For motivation, to get with, people with ADHD happen to struggle with to get things done, be productive, right? Didn't help me with that. I was still lacking being productive and stuff. It helped me with sadness and my depression side of it. So I would probably have to need a stimulant, but I went back to my psychiatrist last week, and I told him, that's whenever I told him that I wanted to stop taking it, how to wean off of the Wellbutrin. I was only taking it for 3 weeks, I guess. He just told me to stop taking it since the medicine's still gonna be there for a couple of days, and it'll slowly kind of get out of your body. So, what he told me, guys, something else that I want to I always try to look for something to treat like depression, like mental health, ADHD, like naturally. I just don't want to depend on like medicine, like my whole life especially. My psychiatrist told me that antidepressants don't really work. My psychiatrist told me that, guys. I'm not kidding. Okay, he said, antidepressants don't really work. A psychiatrist telling me that, like, why didn't you just tell me that in the beginning? No, but actually, gonna treat your, like, cure your depression. Like, these medications to treat it. So, he also suggested for me to, like, take this supplement, help with depression, try to see if I can link it down below. And he also said that he did like some research, I guess, that ginseng helps with ADHD. I recently bought like a ginseng tea in the Korean store because I want to try it. I want to see if that would help me. Overall, I was on 150 milligrams. I did not say that in the beginning. I should put that in the beginning. I was on 150. I started on 150 milligrams. The first week, right? I know it's supposed to go up 300 milligrams. But I decided to just stay on the 150 because I thought for me the 300 was too much. And I just decided to stay on 150. So I was on 150 for 3 weeks. But my psychiatrist did suggest to go up to 300. But I was like, no, I want to stay 150. But, and also I wanted to say 150 because my sleep was not, I was not getting sleepy either. So, weeks, we cut ties. I don't take Wellbutrin anymore. I noticed that whenever I would miss a dose of Wellbutrin, I would feel much better than when I was taking it. Also, if you're trying to like wean off of like Wellbutrin, if you're taking the extended release XL, my psychiatrist told me not to cut the tablet in half, and I did that because even though he told me not to cut it in half, I'm so stubborn. I still did it. I cut it in half to, in my head, wean off of it. Suggest not to do that. And that day I felt spacey. I felt dizzy. You guys should not do that. Just stop taking it. Well, actually, do not take advice from me. Okay. Do not take advice from me. I'm not a medical professional. Please seek your doctor for more information and on advice about taking or getting off of this medicine. Also, prescribed me. I told him once I get off of like Wellbutrin, I want to see kind of like how I'm feeling, and if my depression comes back, I would want to be like on a lower dose. But he said the lowest dose that they can prescribe is like 75 milligrams. I would have to get twice a day. Later on, depending on how I feel, maybe I might take that one, but I don't know yet. I'm just trying to see how I feel. And yeah, and this is basically all for today. I might be missing some more information, more details. If you have any questions, any concerns, comment down below. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, and do not take advice, anything from this video. I decided to do what I did because I was just listening to my body and how I feel, and you know what your body needs. I just decided to go this way, even though the psychiatrist did not suggest me to do this, but I just kind of just did it on my own to stop it. I mean, I did went to the psychiatrist, for advice and how to get off and stuff. Medication has this, you know, they're positive and negative side effects. So I'm gonna have to see which one, if it is worth it for you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want to see more or any updated video of how I'm doing, please let me down below in the comments and I'll make a video soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.